The Beyond the Ropes podcast is proud to support the Kai and Prince Foundation. Go to www.thekpf.com to donate or support the foundation on their mission of bringing people together to end violence. Founder, Dr. Mark Prince's best-selling book, The Prince of Peace, is available on Amazon and other major retailers.
My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart, I want to eat his children.
But it ain't about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hi, welcome to Beyond the Ropes. This is me, Michael Prime, joined today. We're one man down, but we've got David White, Sean Mansfield. Dwight sent that message in today. Not coming, feel like shit. Like, you know, if you'd have called us, it would have been that one you do when you used to phone into work, where you put on that sick voice. I feel really bad. It's coming out of both ends. Yeah, I must have eaten something bad.
Yeah, I'm not having it.
We've all had to do that one.
Still reeling from last week, maybe.
Oh, he doesn't want to face you. That's why. Football teams.
Right.
Maybe he doesn't want to face you about all that De Gea stuff.
He's probably got his De Gea scrapbook and is just marking to kill, and I'm on the list.
He's watching that Groves fight over and over and over again, just like, I still can't see how they've given it to Groves here. I still can't see it. It's just ridiculous. I can't see how it's happened. Renewed
his De Gea membership. 101.
He's put on his chunky t-shirt.
That's it. He's just sitting he's not ill, he's just sitting in front of the house.
Sitting in front of his house?
In front of his house.
In front of his house.
In his front room of his house. With just a De Gea marathon going on and some popcorn.
That would be a pretty short.
That would be terrible.
Pretty short, boring night.
The highlight would be when he loses his teeth. Or when he gets beat by Eubank Jr.
Yeah.
That would be my highlight. I said I'd just watch that GIF over and over again of just Eubank just throwing him to the floor.
Yeah.
All the time. That's all I watch. I'm quite happy with that.
What do we think of Eubank? Just, I mean, obviously he's done it all before with this IBO belt, but it's out and about again, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know what? So I was talking about this on Twitter this week. Because
has he been to 2 Brighton games of it now?
No, he didn't go to the last one. The one where he said it's a derby.
Yeah.
He was, but they beat a team from London.
Yeah, I don't get.
No, do you know what it is, right?
I ain't getting into it, but how?
No. So I'm saying this. I'm throwing this out there now.
It's their closest team, isn't it?
Southampton.
I don't think it's closer. Just because it's on the coast doesn't mean it's definitely closer.
Coastal
teams
have
there can't be any other teams in that like 97 mile radius.
What is it, like the A23 or something like that? Yeah. That links them or something.
Watford,
like
West Ham. Oh, technically they're classed as London.
It's a UK derby.
Exactly.
That's a terrible example.
No,
just picked one
two
London
teams
team and one
either
non-London
side
team.
of London. I'm not having it. It's not a derby.
I wish we could edit that out. Let's just leave you. But I said it on Twitter this week because he said something about having his belt and actually like making reference to it. I was like, he is actively just trolling people now. Like he says something.
I think you're giving him the benefit of the doubt there. I think he believes.
No.
How long can he drag out that joke though? If he's winding people up, how long do you drag it out for? I
think quite a while. Because it's one of them. It's one of them ones, right? We've all said it before. Love it or hate it. If people are talking about you, you're relevant.
Yeah.
And
of course.
he can tweet anything, and the first comment will be, "Oh, where'd you get your belt?" Like TK Maxx, and they just go on and on and on. And I'm like, it's amazing how quickly people jump on him, and it's like, why'd you follow him?
Yeah, but you know, like you know Anthony Joshua when he goes on Graham Norton, and you've had other people like Carl Froch going on programs. They don't bring their belts with them.
Nah.
Whereas Chris Eubank would bring his belt.
Too fucking right. I'd take it.
I don't think he understands. It's not a belt you're supposed to wear. It's not a.
Yeah.
It's not an item
doesn't
of clothing.
hold up your trousers, does it? Let's be honest.
I said it before. He's definitely got custom jeans.
Yeah.
The loops. It's got like 8-inch loops to put the belt through.
Otherwise known as braces.
But I mean, maybe it is a bit of benefit of the doubt, but maybe not so much going out with the belt. But you see how he is on Twitter now. He's definitely just trolling for reaction. Everything he says is a joke. Like, and the reason I thought this is he was talking about the incident at the Aston Villa game where the football player Jack Grealish got punched. And he was like, this is disgusting. You should never be able to. You should have to go to work without any trouble. But he's like, but yeah, actually, it's not bad technique. And as a boxer, he knows that that's terrible anyway.
Yeah.
But why else would you say that other than just to make people have a go?
Yeah. Just to
it was at that point I thought he's just taking a piss out of everyone. Yeah. And then he's sitting there watching his notifications go doop, 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 doop. Yeah. Watching his metrics and his advertisements go up. Just sitting there going,
cheers, thanks. Yeah.
Because no doubt he must have something tied to it. Because there's no other reason you'd do it.
True.
He must be on a retainer. The IBO must be paying him a lot of money.
Well,
just to sponsor.
Throw your name
basically
out.
Advertising their belt.
Just advertise the belt.
Yeah, I mean, without wanting to get too deeply into that again. So like, the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, everyone's just been giving that belt absolute fucking stick the whole way. But then yesterday, Hannah Rankin announced that she's going to fight for the women's IBO title, and the praise that came with it, and I was like, yeah, fair play, because like she's had a couple of world title shots now. This is it's a good step for her. But some of the same accounts that I saw ripping the shit out of that belt are suddenly like, oh yeah, congratulations, well done, and you just think, hold on, well, where do you stand on this?
Double standards, yeah.
And this is what I said. It's one of them ones where sometimes I think people's judgment of the fighter clouds their judgment on lots of other things. Like people don't like Chris Eubank, so it's very easy to belittle his title. I use that in quotes. But
women's titles though, so I'll be honest, I'm not massive into women's boxing, but the women's titles, what are they? I mean, is it the same as men's?
I think they are exactly the same.
But I mean, in terms of the prestige attached to them, I mean, is it still the WBO women's?
I'll be honest with you, that I couldn't tell you.
Because I know the IBF seems to be knocking about a lot. The WBA.
Well, if you look at Katie Taylor, she's got pretty much all of them except one, doesn't she?
What's the blue one? Is that
WBU?
No, I think it's the IBF women's.
I wish we hadn't started talking about this now.
Yeah, it's a good start, isn't it?
Good start, no knowledge.
I can't tell.
Is what it is. Let's briefly throw back over last weekend. I didn't realise how much boxing there was until I started obviously trying to compile some notes for today. But Goodwin had a show at York Hall. MTK had a show over the weekend. Goodwin's show had 17 fights on it.
Fair play.
You say that, but fuck that.
I ain't watching.
You know, as a boxing fan,
you're not going for them.
I'm starting. Well, we said it before. Like they've got to pay the bills, but you must want to encourage people to come and watch for a night of boxing, not just turn up and watch your friend and leave. Which with 17 fights, there's no other option but to do that. Yeah. Because if you had all of the fans converging at one point, there wouldn't be enough room in there.
True.
But 17 fights is too many, man.
What time did they start?
I think the first fight was about 6 o'clock.
In the morning.
Really?
Yeah, 6 in the morning.
6? Yeah. Wow, that's good. What was it, 4 rounders? And
there probably was a lot of 4 rounders, but again, and there was a lot of them that went to points from when I was looking at it now. There's a quick KOs, but it's a lot of boxing to watch.
Oh, yeah.
And not to be disrespectful, like if you're going as a fan of your friend, you turn up and see other people, you're sitting there and you just see 2 4 rounders, they both go to points, you just lose interest. If that's not really your thing.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. It's not even like you're going there and you're seeing like some knockers, some knockouts, some knockouts.
Got some nice signs.
Yeah. But it was a lot of boxing. MTK had another show as well. I think they had.
Where was that?
Was at Brentwood, and they had some brilliant fights on it. Danny Darko was on it again.
Oh, good.
Got a second round KO. Mikey Saki defended his Southern Area title with a first round KO, which was very unexpected. So I think he's going to be one to watch. We've spoken about him a couple of times quite a while ago, but he looks really good. And Harley Ben is out again, which is. I don't know what's going to happen with him. He seems like an interesting character to follow. Connor was down there as well. I saw some of his interviews afterwards.
He was wearing velvet, wasn't he?
He was.
Did you just got his top off, just flexing, was he?
But he
had a blue velvet Reebok top on.
But he had these them round glasses on. You know, like you'd imagine an owl wears.
Or
If owls wore glasses.
Elton John.
Yes, in the Snickers advert.
Yeah.
Deirdre
Could he
from
be
Coronation
styling
Street.
himself? Velvet? Did you say it was velvet?
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Brown
velour.
glasses, velour, stroke velvet. Go for the Elton John. Next, wait, don't be surprised. Rocket Man is his come out song.
Come out song.
Come out
He's
song.
coming out. He's coming out. He's really going out. And
Ring walk.
Yeah, Elton John did that a while ago. Don't worry about that. That's old news.
It's your turn, Connor.
So yeah, there was loads of boxing. So you had the big Frank Warren card, and I say it was a big Frank Warren card
yeah.
because when you look at it on paper, it had all of their big boys out.
Yep.
Spectacular venue.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
people have obviously
yeah.
taken a lot of pictures. They've shown it, but
Look wicked.
it looked brilliant on TV.
Yep.
It's a shame none of us could get down there. See, all busy guys, but it looked brilliant, and I really hope they can do some more boxing there.
Yeah, 100%.
And it didn't all go to points, which is good for a Warren card.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
You still managed to get
It's like the
home
opposite.
on time.
But then some of the float fights didn't happen, didn't they? Or they weren't televised anyway.
What
They
are we
weren't.
talking about?
I can't remember.
I'm glad you brought it up then.
I'm gonna find out though because it's quite important.
Are we talking Hamza Shiraz, Harvey Horn, or
Shiraz was on because he got the knockout.
Denzel Bentley?
Yes.
Was that not shown?
No. I don't know.
I'm so glad that we had this.
Doing some
Right,
work there,
we're
Sean.
doing
He's-
really good
he's
tonight.
Pulled out a question and
I
had
just
no,
wish,
no idea.
but he
what
brought it up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, some of them weren't shown. Who? I don't know.
The guy I can't remember. Oh yeah, well done.
But it was like because of the fact that there were some stoppages, early stoppages especially.
Yeah.
You would expect.
You would have expected them to.
Throw out the old.
Yeah.
films,
I mean, and to be on a televised show like that at that venue, it's just a shame that.
Yeah, you didn't see too much.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying, really.
Right. So while you look at that, then a big note on Johnny Garton. I was gutted that he lost his title.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Because obviously I was there when he won that fight.
That was a good fight.
But he's always going to be in those fights now, and I feel that he's one of those people, even without a title, now because people have seen him on TV.
Mate,
You're going to want to watch him. If you see him on the card, you think, oh fuck, he's gonna be in a scrap. I'll watch that.
Yeah, 100%. He has got a chin
Yeah.
as well.
But
Fair play
we
to him.
saw that in the Kokoran fight when he picked up the title. He's just a different breed,
Yeah.
and he's one of them
I
guys.
loved it. I loved his the Mexican.
Yeah.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Yeah.
Must admit, I enjoyed that one.
And he brings masses of fans.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, a proper Millwall boy, so they all get behind him.
Oh, fair.
And yes, I was a bit gutted that he lost because obviously there was a lot of people kind of chasing him. There's been a lot of talk about him and people like Conor Benn, etc., stepping.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe they'll get a rematch on. Hopefully,
Can you see it going any differently though? Based on that fight?
no, but you never know. Like when he was fighting Kokoran, I thought he was out of that fight in the first few rounds, and then maybe the occasion got to him.
Barry Jones was loving it when he fellow Welsh guy doing well.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed the show, even though the apart from that fight I enjoyed watching, but obviously a lot of the other fights just went
the way they were supposed to.
the way they're supposed to, but not like in a. Well, I suppose Dubois, you'd be quite happy with that.
Yeah.
Like
Was it Gorman? Gorman went 7 or 8 rounds of the fight.
yeah,
and he fought Parker as well, didn't he? That guy.
he did.
Yeah.
Didn't he go? He went all the way with Parker, didn't
Yeah.
he?
Hey.
Prom night.
I see today that they're saying Billy Joe Saunders, Dubois, and all that signed with ESPN and Top Rank in America.
Yeah, we'll get onto those bits in a minute because there's a lot going on with ESPN at the minute. They're really trying to fill out that calendar, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dubois was decent. Can we take a second to talk about the Liam Williams knockout and the referee?
Yeah. See, I didn't. I was watching it in quick, like obviously normal speed, and I didn't see it at first. How bad Mullender was it? Mullender.
Yeah.
Mullender.
Joe Mullender.
I didn't realise how bad he was.
Did you see him face plant the floor with his arms by his side and stay there for like 2 seconds?
Yeah, but I just thought because he sort of that was the first one, wasn't it? when he first went down and he done that, I thought, oh, but I kind of thought, no, he wasn't hit that bad. Like he's fine. I think he got up, and I didn't realise how wonky he was.
Mate, that referee had just watched the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight before he went out to the ring, and he's like, "Oh, Joe, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt."
Yeah,
that guy could have lost his life with that next shot.
Yeah, because that was flush, and wow, it did drop him. But
I feel like situations like that, there's if a fighter gets knocked out, there's like an automatic suspension period. I think with the referees, there should be something similar. Not obviously, they shouldn't be getting knocked out. But that for me was terrible refereeing.
Yeah. I get that. But at the same time, do you think the fighters should be held responsible as well?
No.
Why?
Because he's just been punched in the head.
He's
clearly
instinct, isn't it?
But I'm talking about Williams.
Oh.
No.
He knew the geezer was in a bad way.
Yeah, but
and he still went and landed the.
Yeah,
he took advantage of what.
And I fully get
saw.
that. Yeah, you take it, but
And
take advantage is maybe a bit harsh, right?
Oh, come on.
No, because you got to think about it, right? If I'm standing there and my job is to punch you, but it's your job to do that to me as well. And we've seen, like, especially the only example that springs to mind is actually a UFC fight where someone kind of feigns being hurt.
Yeah, and smashes him.
Yeah.
But then Williams goes to the ref after. You should have stopped that. It was your fault. Whatever. You took that part. You took advantage of the fact that the geezer was nowhere. Like it was almost like Munder didn't see that coming.
He definitely didn't. He was not in a racist at that point.
So that basically, for me, it's boxing at the end of the day. But I don't want to say it's assault because the geezer's in the boxing ring with you. But
you want the police to come in.
Do you know what I mean? If you remember the one in the World Boxing Series where I think
it was the first round, like protection.
Did he turn his back on the fella?
It was in like the first 10 seconds or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, he dropped it. He basically looked at the ref.
Came out. No, they come out to like touch gloves and they just sparked
That's
him.
it. And he just smashed it. Like, it's not cheating.
It is cheating.
That's cheating. I don't think what Williams done was cheating. I just think he took a massive advantage. And then he turned around and blamed the ref. Oh, yeah, it was your fault. But you knew full well what you were doing.
Yeah, I think the fighter's in a damn situation because if he doesn't do it, he's disrespecting the sport, he's disrespecting the ref, and he's also running the risk of possibly getting lamped himself.
Yeah, but
maybe in his mind, it's like if I put him down with one shot, then it's done. It's done and it's over. There's nothing else to do with it.
Yeah,
but I kind of see what you're saying.
I'm not. Look, I love boxing, and I don't want to say he's out of order for punching him in the head because while we're here, but it just for me, I just think you can't have a go at the ref saying you should have stopped it when you knew full well he was in a bad way, yet you still landed it. Like, and he didn't do like a one that would just knock the fella down. He went in and wanted to wipe the fella out, and then sort of it was almost like the celebration as well with it. Like he looked totally like it was. No. Don't try saying it's the ref's fault. You know full well what you did, and then you celebrated the way you did after. Because I think one of their fellas came in straight after and like sort of smacked him on the back and said something like, "You knew he was fucked," and he turned around and was proper giving it to the fella. I thought, well, he's got every right to.
He has, but as I said, it's not down to him.
No. But
the referee,
it just annoyed me seeing him
and I tell you what,
go to the ref and have a go at the ref. And to be honest, if that had been in another situation where the ref jumped in too early, then we'd be having a go at the ref. But I think it's a bit cheap to say it's all on the ref when.
Nah, fucking it. I turn that around and I say, why didn't your corner throw the towel in? They're the people that are there to look after you. That's their job, is to maintain your health and your best interest. Yeah. If they can see that you're looking at row Z and row B, but you ain't there.
The thing, I agree as well. They're to looking after your health as well. But the ref's standing him up. The guy, it's everyone's to blame basically. You've got to blame the ref for standing up and letting him continue because he obviously weren't with it. Liam Williams for just taking the massive advantage there. He sees the geezers that out and just smashes him into next week. And the corner for not. I don't think he was shipping punishment though up until that point.
No, well, it wasn't that far into the fight.
It was the second round, yeah.
Yeah, but no, do you know what I mean? As in, the one that knocked him down wasn't like he was getting battered. It was just it was a complete.
It was a concussive punch.
It was a good punch, and he dropped
problem.
him. So they're not particularly going to turn around and throw in the towel that quickly.
I think if you see your guy laying face down on the floor, and it wasn't like his head was to the side,
Yeah,
he was
but
face
he did get
down.
back up. Didn't he?
Yeah, but the way the way he dropped, I wouldn't have thought he had his hands down like that, because he had his hands out as he dropped, and he's moved them down, like it made it look worse, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's up, and you're thinking, okay, he's a bit shaky, which is, standard. But yeah, when you see it in the slow mo, you see just how bad he was. Like,
And at that point, like I said, either the corner should know because they should be looking at your guy.
Yeah.
But the referee is standing there looking into your eyes.
Yeah. I just didn't like the way Williams went to the ref and blamed him when he also has a part to play in it.
I get that.
So yeah, that was my point really.
But okay, but say it wasn't Mullender, and say it was our favourite fighter. So for you it was Kell Brook, for you it was Chris Eubank Jr. Would you be happy if the ref had jumped in and stopped it?
It wouldn't happen. Chris don't go down.
He doesn't get hurt, does he? But I'm just saying, like, it's sort of it doesn't really matter. Like, not doesn't matter. It just doesn't really mean anything. That fight doesn't really mean anything, like personally, to any of us.
Yeah.
He was up. He was up.
But I think that's what
if he'd have seen out the round, he could have seen out the round.
I think my biggest gripe was the fact that after he knocked him down and put an end to it, was the fact that he blamed the ref, and I just thought that's a bit shit, because you kind of deflecting from the fact that you took a massive advantage there. You knew the geezer was sort of out of it,
especially when he's entitled. Yeah, there's no
planted
point.
one.
What's the point when he took advantage, but you're entitled to take advantage.
I just think you can't expect him to do anything else. There's no other option.
Yeah. But don't
You're not
blame
going to
the
let
ref.
him try and see out the fight.
Don't blame the ref for knocking the fella out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Oh no, I knocked him out. It's your fault.
Yeah.
No,
I'm going to disagree. I think he probably done all he could do there.
Yeah,
Because he's got no other option. If he lets him off for the rest of the round.
No. If he knocks him out and that's it, like he's like, oh yeah, I've knocked him out.
I know. I get what you're saying. So don't have a go at the ref. But for me, it is the ref's fault, because the ref should have been the one to stop it.
Okay, but so go back. Say it was Chris Eubank Jr.
Okay.
Say he got knocked down.
Yeah.
He got back up. You'd be happy if the ref had stopped it.
Obviously, hindsight's 20/20. But if I looked at his face the way the referee would have looked at his, and you would have seen that he is not okay.
But if he had have stopped it and it was Chris Eubank Jr., you would be saying, I should have given him the chance.
You saved him from nearly getting
potentially,
yeah.
Or you've robbed him of the chance of staying in the fight. Yeah.
Again, so it depends on how you look at it.
It's that whole thing. Is it too early? Is it too early or too late? There's no perfect time.
I know it's the one when we say hindsight's 20/20, so it's all good. But like I said, the only person that would have really been able to see that is the referee who stood there 2 feet away from him, and you could see that he probably wouldn't have been okay. And I know you want to give to everybody every chance they can, because this is their career, this is their lives.
Yeah.
But it's exactly what I'm saying. It's their lives as well. They're the sort of ones where, you wouldn't have been shocked if he'd have gone down after that second shot, and then you'd been watching the boxing later on and be like, oh well, he's collapsing in the changing room, and you'd be like, well, fuck yeah, that referee should have definitely. But like I said, hindsight 20/20, you can discuss those things all day, every day. Dangerous things happen in boxing, but I just think the referees need to be on top of minimising that sort of stuff. And that's what I was kind of saying at the beginning. So there should be an assessment of all of these after every fight, especially if there's a stoppage. You've had to get involved.
Yeah.
Just bang. Right, you do a quick assessment. Even if you have some separate judges or umpires or whatever you'd want that look at those situations afterwards and be like, right, cool. Okay, we're not happy with the way that went. There's an automatic kind of suspension period of 14 days.
Do you think it's going down like the route of football where you've got like the referees panel or whatever?
I think it should though. It was like,
do you think we're going to go to? Do you think in 20 years' time then we're going to be looking back and thinking, oh, boxing was much better in our day. People you used to get risked getting killed. But now they can't even touch each other.
I can't see VAR.
It's a contact sport. It's a contact sport.
Oh, hang on, let's go to a ref's decision. Yeah, it was a low blow, 1.1. I can't see that.
I'd be down with that.
See that happening.
Kovalev's co-signing on that shit right now.
Yeah, but I think they need to be brought in, because you look at we all had a good laugh with the fella who got stopped and he didn't even hit the fella.
Yeah.
That video, every time it does the rounds, it's brilliant.
See,
in them situations, you go to the ref and say, right, that's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
30 days, you can't ref any fights.
Just sack
and there's, well, you know, like when you drive your car through like red lights, and they go, right, you can either take a fine or you can go to do this course.
Yeah. How to be a ref.
Go and do a 1 day course again, like a refresher thing.
What boxing is.
Yeah. You have to hit the person to stop the fight. Yeah. It's like, all right, I got it.
Swing a lot.
But
Wilder's made a living off that. Way. But anyway.
But do you not think that going down this, I'm not saying ultra cautious, you can't say it's ultra cautious when there are people's lives at stake, but are we not just going to get a load of premature stoppages as soon as someone's a little bit hurt, and you're going to get robbed of all these wars that have been in the past?
Well, cause I think if you've got a reputation like Tyson Fury, I said it from years ago, he will always get back up. Like, I don't think he'll ever.
Well, he's always going to get given the opportunity to.
But he'll always be given. Yeah. He'll because of his reputation.
Same as Carl Froch did. Like,
everyone said he had a chin. Like, if anyone else gets, like, I've gone to this so many times. Groves hits any other super middleweight on the chin like he did Froch.
Eyes closed
as he hits the canvas. He's not seeing the 10 count. The ref's going to look at him and go, "Hey, you've just been put to sleep." But because it was Froch, he gave him. He looked at him, and because he rose the way he did, and because he's got a bit of a chin, to be honest, he got up and was able to survive.
But in hindsight, it wouldn't have surprised you if that next shot from Groves stopped the fight.
No, it wouldn't.
But that's basically what we're talking about the other night. It just
but that's a reputation. So say if you've got someone like Khan who gets hit by that, one ref will see the way he drops, maybe the way his head hits the canvas. Because they say, if your head hits the canvas in a certain way, the ref knows you've got no control.
Yeah, it's when your head bangs down.
Yeah, so he's going to straight away jump in. But if Froch's head hits the canvas like that, I guarantee the ref will be like, give him 2 seconds. No, he's got back up, he's fine. It's his reputation's. Klitschko, would he take a punch as well as someone like Tyson? It's reputations. Who Wilder's reputation, once he hits you once, doesn't matter about the next 7 missing. You know what I mean? Joshua, he has to hit you with one big one, and then the next 5. Yeah, but you know what I mean?
He lands on your arms about 15 times, the ref's like, nope, seen enough.
But that's what I'm saying. It's swings and roundabouts. It's reputations with some of these refs, and it's not like a guideline. They haven't got it's a very grey area of what they perceive to be dangerous and what they don't.
But do you think that's right or wrong?
I think it needs to be sort of. I think it needs to be streamlined. I know they say about refs need to see certain things like twitches and how ever since McClellan, there was telltale signs of what was wrong. He kept,
the blinking.
The blinking, the rubbing the eye. They know them sort of things, but to know if someone's dazed or they're concussed, it's...
Fuck it. They should have those US police officers when they pull you over, they make you walk backwards with your hand on your nose, saying the alphabet backwards. We'll take 30 seconds. Say the alphabet to me, and alternate your gloves to your nose. If you can't do that, it's off. Yeah. I'd pay to watch that shit.
It's something.
Imagine Wilder trying to walk down a straight line, balancing. If you can't do it, you lose, mate.
He's too top heavy. He just falls.
It'd be like watching Gladiators, like the Eliminator.
Shadow.
Why did you go for Shadow?
He's my favourite.
On duel.
Backtrack.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I don't know what.
Dave's just left the room silent without even knowing. Never mind. Right, so we spent way longer than I think anyone's ever spoken about a Liam Williams fight.
Yeah, longer than the fight.
Definitely longer than the fight.
It actually was, yeah.
Anthony Yard, TKO, round 5. He looked okay, quite boring.
He's always going to be like that though, isn't he?
Until he loses. I think he's just going to be a very awkward fighter for anyone.
I think, me personally, obviously with someone that we've spoken about him for a long time, from when he was like 4 fights in.
Yeah.
He's 18 or 19 now. And he's had 12 amateur fights. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
He only had 12 amateur fights.
I like the way BT put up the amateur records of the other fighters. I thought that.
Did you like that? Helpful. I thought that was really embarrassing.
Yeah.
They're sort of trying to give a little bit of.
It was like, how can we really hammer this fucking fact home?
Yeah. It's only had 12.
Yeah. That was shocking.
Mm.
But Kovalev next.
I'm okay with that.
Fuck it.
I'm definitely okay with it, but I don't think he's got a hope in at this stage. I don't think he's got much going on. Sullivan Barrera has been active on Twitter this week. He's not normally the most talkative person.
Yeah, see, I'd be more confident against Kovalev, to be honest. I think you can break Kovalev's heart. I think, like, you've seen it before. That I don't know if Jan's probably not good enough to do it, but I don't know. I don't know. I've got no idea. I've got no idea how good he is.
I think that's the problem now.
Let's just test him.
He's got to where he is with such massive fanfare. Let's be honest. He's been a big crowd favourite.
Has he though?
No, I think he has, especially within boxing circles. People love to talk about him. They love.
To talk about him. Yeah.
Yeah, and not necessarily like people love to watch him or anything, because he's going out. He's getting wins. He's getting like TKOs and stuff, but he's not. They're not coming in exciting ways. He's not going out there like when we were watching Joshua at the beginning. Without wanting to flashback to him again, and you're watching him against who's on me was referenced the Love. What's his name?
Oh, the Brazilian fella.
Yeah.
Go on. What's the name? Zimbano Love.
Yeah, Zambrano.
Like you saw that he was getting those KOs, but they're quite exciting fights.
Yeah. It's just like pow pow. Ooh.
Yeah, it would be like a quick, and then that was it, game over.
Yeah.
Now he's supposed to be being built as this kind of destroyer, but at the moment it just all bores me now.
Dragging out. It's the same stuff. Like the guy can't hit him for ages. Then he throws maybe a few. Then it's the guy can't hit him again for ages. It's not. If you're being talked about in world title fights or in that elite level, you want him to dominate. These guys who he's coming against, you're supposed to be levels ahead. Why are they throwing more punches than you? All right, your punches are more decisive. Fair enough. But I don't want to see this geezer teeing off on you. I want to see you dominate and
just actually, clean house.
Yeah, just get actually be worth like, oh yeah, he didn't even get a scratch on him. Instead of this fella who Reese or whatever.
Travis Reeves.
They kept saying, oh yeah, he's a former world title holder, former world title challenger. Okay, brilliant. All right, when was that? Okay, no idea. But
say Yard had blasted everybody out, like in say 2 or 3 rounds, just. Well, I mean, he's getting stoppages every time anyway, apart from one. But say the rounds were like half of the rounds he's had up to date now. If there'd be more hype going into that big world title fight.
Of course there would, yeah.
I don't think he wouldn't have a better chance of winning though, would he?
I don't think I see anything with these fights that he goes 5 or 6 rounds with. I don't think I see anything majorly improving every time. I think, who was it where he actually got hit a few times and we were all like, he took that quite well.
A couple of fights ago, wasn't it?
Yeah,
the one at the Brentwood.
That
was on the card with Gart and Cahoran. So I was there. I remember watching. As I said, people left. No one cared to watch it. And he was getting tagged, and then he got to like round 4 or 5, and then he put him down 3 times in that round, and it was waved off. But
like
I said, and I feel now because we're at, he's built up. This kind of public PR thing's been massively built. But I don't know what the foundations for that are at the minute. And I feel if he steps up to that world level and loses, I think that bit of interest that people have will go straight away. Because at the moment, it's all being built on the fact that he's a mandatory challenger. He's worked his way up to number 1 in the WBO.
Yeah, they keep saying WBO. Oh yeah, Kovalev.
So it's all being really built towards that. And I feel that if he fights Kovalev and gets absolutely blasted out, which is let's be honest, is a strong possibility.
Yeah.
Where do you go from that point? Because you've already.
Kind of back down to the Hosier Burton.
Well, he's not going to, because he's already said that he's fighting people higher ranked than him. He's not interested in that. He's not going to drop back down to British level. So I feel he's going to find himself in this kind of purgatory area where he might not be good enough for the top people, but he's kind of priced himself out of
these domestic
the lower fights. And I tell you what, we won't talk about it specifically, but if the things that have been the accusations that have been levelled him elsewhere online by some very prominent people wind up being true, them Adidas and Maxi Muscle things, suddenly they're gone, and then you are back to being a ticket seller.
Yeah.
Suddenly you've got to be selling these things again. And am I going to want to watch Anthony Yard fight at the Brentwood against somebody who's 1-16 again?
Against nobody. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, true.
I think it's a very precarious situation for him now. I don't know where he's going to go unless he has a massive fight now.
I think he needs to tick that box quickly. World title style. Because, like you said, if that all is true and everything, then the doors will soon start shutting. Well, you're looking at a ban easily, isn't you?
Yeah. I just don't know. Like, for me now, he's got to fight a world title holder.
He has
There's no other option now because there's no
He
going
can't
back
be
to the
floating
guys
around-
below.
Yeah, he can't be floating around that, like you said, that purgatory level with no one else with him. Like, there's no other, like there's nobody else you'll turn around and go,
In fact, this is what I remember you were quite adamant about this. He's doing what Eubank Jr. did. He's worked his way up to that mandatory level.
don't go down. Yeah.
And what's the step
Well,
below
yeah,
now?
Yeah, exactly. You can't go back down. Like, I hated it when Eubank Jr. did it. I just didn't get it. I thought because wasn't he number one for Jacobs?
Yeah, he was already the holder of the WBA interim.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Less
then
said
he went
about
back
that,
down
the better.
and fought English level or British level. It's like, what are you doing? But, you know, yeah, I don't want to see that with Yard. Kovalev, happy days. Or even like you got the Callum Johnsons.
I would like to see him fight Craig Richards.
Who?
Yard.
Yard, yeah. Yeah,
But again, I think all of these fights now, they all come with big risk.
true.
If he loses to anybody at British level, all of this hype is blown up out of nothing.
Mm.
And then suddenly it's been a wasted 2 years.
Yeah. Well.
What are they saying? They're saying it's going to be Kovalev this year, right?
December or late.
Warren's going, it sounds to me like he's going for bust this year. Not going to go bust, like he's just like stick or twist sort of thing, and he's like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. If he throws out Gorman Dubois and he throws Yard in at, not into the Lions Den, in at the deep end,
Yeah.
suddenly these fighters, they start, if they lose, they all start dropping away, don't they?
Can he get Kovalev over here?
I think it's possible.
Yeah,
I think so. I think so.
Decent.
And like I said, the way that the show came across on TV the other day, listen, it will put on a great fight night.
Yeah.
If you could get a good card in there, world title fight at the top, some solid undercard fights, that would be a success.
100%, yeah, definitely.
And it seems like we said it before. You're not trying to be a hipster by being a Warren fan, but people just love to fucking stick the boot in without even. Like sometimes I listen to other people's podcasts or like that, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that Warren card, yeah, it was shit," and it's like, "Yeah, we didn't even watch it," and it's like, "Well, why? How are you gonna say it was shit then?"
Yeah.
Or you hear other people, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, but it weren't as good as a Matchroom card," and you're like, "Why are you even comparing it? It's got fuck all to do with Matchroom.
Yeah, true.
It's irrelevant.
It's a totally
Just
different
judge it
style.
on its own merits." Like Weekend it wasn't the strongest card you're ever gonna see,
No.
but it was a solid card.
It had a bit of everything. It had up and comers. It had ones that are on that brink. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I did too.
For Friday night, I forgot it was on Friday, so I literally just flicked over and I think I watched. What's the first? Fuck, I'm gonna forget the people's names now. Yeah, totally forgot.
And a big shout out to Denzel Bentley, who we've spoken about quite a few times. So he's Warren's new signing, and he's just cleaning house, man. He's just it's not even, I wouldn't say domestically, but English title level at the minute sort of level. He's really working his way up,
Fair play.
and I think he's like 8 or 9 in now, and he's knocked everybody out. And again, it was a second round KO at the weekend. He's looking fantastic. We saw him at British Warrior show last year, and he comes with a lot of fans. He's got a fan friendly style. Speaks well, boxing at a Peacock gym as well, so he's going to have good people around him. I think that could be one of them kind of undercover people that comes up out of nowhere and becomes a bit of a star.
Okay. That doesn't mean that Mike's following you.
No. In fact, I don't even like him.
That's not Mike's boxer
I
for the
do
year.
not like him. He's
just a fan.
just gonna protect him right now.
Yeah.
I don't like you.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's not putting his full backing behind you.
Nah, everyone you fight, I'll support them. Put it that way. I'm
Yeah.
doing you a favour, believe me.
Yeah. Trust me, he's definitely doing you a favour.
There was a Sky USA card on Saturday as well, headlined by Bivol versus Joe Smith Jr. I only tuned into that card because I wanted to watch Callum Johnson.
Really?
He's spectacular, man. I've got so much time for him. I really, really like him. It was a good card. So you had Bivol Smith, you had Maurice Hooker on there, Callum Johnson, and then Sergei Kuzman as well. I'd say for the US cards, it was probably one of the stronger ones we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For us as I hate the term, but like hardcore fans, I can't imagine it would have sold out for people thinking, "Oh fuck yeah, let me go and
Go see Bivol.
let me go watch this."
Yeah.
What do you think of Bivol?
Solid.
Yeah, he's just doing what he has to do, isn't he?
Solid.
How good do you think he is?
Think he's the best in the division?
I think he's a bit overrated.
Okay.
I don't. Do you know what? I don't know, man.
I think he's a bit small.
He does look a bit small, to be honest. I'll give you that.
Because he's talking about coming down, isn't he, to fight
Really?
Callum Smith?
That's a money fight now, though.
Yeah, that's true. But surely,
But that's a good one, like for Eddie Hearn to have up his sleeve if he needs it.
yeah, like even a catch weight.
Yeah. Well, I think
you
he
know
wants
you
the title.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because if you come down, like you suddenly come down and you are the number one man. You picked up the WBC.
Isn't it true?
You picked up the WBC Diamond or whatever it is. You've got the Ring Magazine and the WBA.
Yeah.
If you can do all that in your first fight down, why hell not?
Fair play, yeah, true. Yeah, I don't. I'm not 100% sure on him, but he looked good.
Just conscious, like we're being told how good he is,
Yeah, that's it.
and that's
I haven't seen
got to be
enough.
wary every time that
He
happens.
did what
That
he had
kind
to
of David
do.
Price sort of thing.
Yeah, he done what he had to do, and all right, he got hurt, but he survived and carried on. So, yeah, just a solid fighter.
Yeah. Callum Johnson got just quite a bad KO.
Yeah, I think he's.
The geezer, I heard the geezer. I've listened to an interview. Monaghan, is it
Yeah.
Monaghan? And he literally said, "I've been in with a few people, and he hits the hardest."
Yeah.
He's got sledgehammers for hands.
You can
And
see
you
he's
can see that
heavy-handed.
when he dropped, what's his name?
Buglioni.
Well, not Buglioni.
Oh no,
but,
in his last fight when he
Baturbiev, yeah. And I thought, fair play. Like he just, I think certain things he did wrong in that fight.
I think dropping Baturbiev.
Pissed him off.
Just
Yeah.
poking the lion. Just
Yeah.
like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh.
Yeah. I think he could, but he's obviously got dynamite in him.
It's good style to go over to America, and
They'll have a knockout.
Yeah.
They're fair play. And
he's not messing around. He hasn't got time to, and he's not.
that's it.
He's going for it.
Exactly. Well, fair play to him. Fair play to him. You can't knock it. Other than that, I didn't watch the Hooker fight.
No.
And yeah, I think it was just too late in the night for me.
And Sean Porter was on a different card, wasn't he?
He was, and again, it was a shifty one. So he took a points decision, but he got dropped in the last round.
No, he didn't. But yes, he did.
if you get hit and your gloves hit the floor, that's you've been dropped.
Okay, if you're Sean Porter.
Yeah, it's like I think you said he's got form for this, hasn't he? Where it's happened a couple of times.
Well,
okay. So what's the deal with Porter then? Is he any good? Was he any good? Does it diminish Cowboys win? All that sort of stuff.
I'm not getting into that, but he
He's
struggled
rubbish,
at the weight. All the rumours of him hair cutting.
Did you see the pictures? They were cutting his braids off. You think, how fucking heavy was your hair?
Yeah, he was down.
I reckon the Nevada testers were in the back, and he was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, how do I get rid of all? Nah,
Rang up his mate. He's like, "Yo, so what do I do?" Cut your hair.
I don't know. I just think he's obviously not making the weight easily.
I said it. He needs to cash out now.
Yeah,
get one big fight.
Get a bit too hard.
Fight Eubank. all roads lead to Eubank right now.
Furman.
But if you get him, if you get him over here, I'm sure that the PBC connection with ITV will make that pretty straightforward.
Probably.
Yeah.
Get it done. Although
Please.
it can't be classed as unification. I saw that this week. I think I think it was Craig Scott from Boxing Social was saying that basically the other governing bodies have kind of agreed that the IBO can't be included in any unifications.
Wow.
So they're not counting
They
as a real
need to
belt.
be legitimised. But they're not going to be.
No, they won't. But I just think he's the sort. You see some certain champions. You think about now's the time to get that guy.
Yeah.
What's he got? WBC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a
Thurman
prestigious
will be
belt,
after
man.
him. Someone will be after him.
If Thurman. Like, I thought he was back, and there's still just no one talking about him doing anything.
No.
Yeah, but you hear him. I saw him with an interview. He was interviewing Errol Spence. And he was like, "How does it feel to be number 2 in the world?"
So you tell me, motherfucker.
And and Spence sort of was, it's delayed, and he obviously heard the thing, and he just went, "Yeah." He's just like a little, "Yeah, okay, keep telling yourself that." Okay. Even Thurman thought, "Oh, he's not really gonna. Okay, not really replying to."
I reckon Thurman does that kind of cool runnings thing. He just stands in the mirror. He's like, I see pride. I see power. One time. And just says it over and over.
I still have it.
I'm still the champion. I don't know why he's African now, but he is for the purpose.
Jamaica.
But the accent I was doing, and if you think they have a legitimate Jamaican accent, then I was gonna say you need to go there, but you've been.
I have been, yeah.
No one in Jamaica speaks as slow as the people in Cool Runnings. I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
True, I'll give you that.
So yeah, I can't remember how we got here.
So Porter, who's he going to fight? Because he's going to lose.
Nobody. He's
He's the weakest champion, isn't he?
He won't make the weight the next fight, so they'll give him the belt. Whoever he's supposed to.
Did you see his team celebrate when he made weight?
Yeah,
I saw. Yeah,
That was embarrassing.
yeah. It was like, wow. You haven't. Okay. Let him fight first.
You can just imagine how fucked his body was at that point. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
to get
How many
to,
times did he have to try?
I think it was like 4 or 5 times,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
It's fucked, man. That is fucked up.
Just quickly go to the toilet again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again.
Like,
Again, spit,
yeah. Cut your hair.
breathe out. Just
Breathe out.
Have a
take your earrings off. Everything.
everything. Gold teeth out.
Just you can't imagine how tight this girls must be that cutting your hair has made the difference.
Yeah. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Mm.
Well, it worked. And he got it.
He got it.
And he got his decision.
And he won.
So yeah, I think for him, he needs to cash out next fight. It needs to be a big fight. I'm obviously biased. I want to see him in the UK anyway.
Yeah.
But
Maidana's coming back.
Yeah.
as a super heavyweight. Have you seen the videos of him boxing? Like, he still looks like he can bang, but
yeah.
He's training with that Alex Arisa, isn't he?
well, I think anybody with the money, he must still have so much money. Or do you think he's coming back because he's got no money?
I think he's got no money.
He can't have spent all that money.
I think, of course he can. Have you seen how big he is? He's having steak dinners for
Yeah,
breakfast.
but
Steak dinners for breakfast.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, bulk.
I reckon he's just bored now. There's only so much whiskey you can drink. Only so many times you can pose for the same picture with your gun and your...
gun and cigar.
He's not getting
And
back to
Hawaiian
147,
shirt.
is he? He's not getting back
He ain't getting back to 174, let alone
You don't think so?
147. I don't think he can. I don't think he can.
Wow.
I don't
He's
know.
going to be like
I
the
can't-
smallest light heavyweight there is.
Mm.
It just yeah.
And Yard will avoid him.
You don't want that heat.
What other cards were on? Was that it?
Like I said, there was a lot of boxing, but you just can't. You couldn't cover everything from the
No.
weekend. Before we move on to this weekend's amazing card, I'm throwing it out. Fuck it, it's an amazing card. There was a less than amazing card announced yesterday.
Booyah. Right.
So, Dave Allen is going to headline a show at the O2.
Booyah!
Sorry, co-headline.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. They
With
should just have all three of them in the ring as a
Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble style. battle
Fuck it,
of
if we're doing that
heavyweights.
then, let's just put all of them in. Everyone on the card.
Mm.
We'll see Conor Ben just like whipping around the ring. over the top rope, but he only lands on one foot, so he can just kind of hop around Shawn Michaels style and just join back in.
I like it. They've got all the fights, and they've just got and Conor Benn
and Joe Cordina.
Yeah, like welterweight. What belts he got?
Let's not.
God knows.
I'm sure it's like WBA International Silver.
Yeah, champion Conor Benn. Yeah, okay, who's he fighting? Bin Man.
We don't know yet. We don't know yet. Is the answer.
Bin Man.
I saw a picture the other week. It was Conor Benn at his gym, and there was probably about 7 or 8 other people in it, and they all had their belts on like that, and they were all standing there proud as anything. And fair play, like if you've earned it. But I just thought not one of you is even. They're not even like interim belts. They are continental, intercontinental. You know, belts that 10 years ago didn't even exist.
Yeah. Just,
and it's like, how dare you like put this poster up? Like, would you put that on the wall in the gym and be like, look at all my champions?
Yeah, because how many boxing clubs could actually turn around and go, well, okay, you've got look at Ingalls, world champion. That's what you do.
That's it.
That's how you do it. Get 3 or 4 good fighters. Not
you're spot on.
Not 7 or 8 fellas that have just won a belt for fighting another nobody. But
it's a terrible card, isn't it? It's not a terrible card. It's a terrible card to be had by the O2.
Right, so what
it's
we've got Chisora versus
shit.
Gashi. That should just be the headline.
It's Gash.
That's
just pure Gash.
Yeah. That shouldn't be.
That's what I'm going to call it.
Pure Gash.
Pure Gash.
Can we go? How much is it?
It's probably about 80 quid for the cheapest tickets, isn't it?
80 quid worth of Gash. Don't know. It's a bit dear for London. Yeah, and then you got Allen versus Brown. Now Brown lost in my fucking mind. I watched that fight the other day. He lost that fight, and I still can't believe they let him have that fight.
Flat out just said, well, hang on, we need to throw you in England, so you can't lose this one.
Yeah, you've won this one.
You've won this, going in with a winning record again.
You got Josh Kelly on it against someone called Ronowski. And then, WBA Continental Welterweight title, Conor Benn.
Well, there you go.
So somebody's going to get a chance to win that.
Lovely.
Should we just like draw straws, boys, and see who's going to do it?
How do you feel Adam Smith feels about all this?
So
fuming. He's gone from having people like Kell Brook, DeGale, Groves, Froch, to Dave Allen, who, let's be honest, great guy, lovely fella to watch on social media. Never going to get past European level. Let's be honest.
Right, so I said this the other week, right? It's almost like they're trying to get fired. Like
yeah, you said it last week.
And it really feels like, you know, when you see someone who's in a shit relationship and they think, I'm just going to be really fucking horrible to her.
Yeah.
And then she'll just break up with me.
She'll have to.
This is kind of what Matchroom are doing. It's just like, I'm just going to keep cheating on you. Yeah. Eventually you'll break up with me and I won't have to do this anymore.
Callum Johnson would have been a decent addition to that. He's in America fighting.
But are they going to sell 8,000 tickets? They probably are though, aren't they?
Chisora's got a following. Kelly's got a following.
Yeah, but
all of these have got
meaningful fights though. They're not meaningful fights.
No, exactly.
They're not, but you know what you were saying earlier about like Frank Warren puts on a show and there is a lot of people who will just say, oh, that's a shit show compared to Matchroom. They're the people who go to this show.
Yeah, because they know the names. Yeah. Whereas Warren had maybe 2 not outstanding, but Yard and Dubois, the big names there. You know, this one's got 5 or 6 names that everyone who watches Sky knows.
Is there a belt on the line on this card?
On the whole card,
Josh Kelly's?
Only international and continental. Oh no, Cordina's for the British lightweight. So essentially the biggest fight is a British title fight.
Yeah.
There was a couple of questions coming. So we had one coming from Guna_Dad, and it says, there's a lot of fuss over the Sky show. Is it really that bad for a Saturday fight night? And Northbank Bren, is the Dave Allen O2 card an improvement on the Cheeseman card? I'll be happy with it as a Saturday night fight night. So I suppose very similar question, so we could just go through both of them. As a standalone fight, you don't have to pay any extra for it.
As a
Are you happy?
It's alright, yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad. Like I don't mind watching. Like they're not shit fighters. The boys that are in there.
I'm fucking gobsmacked. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But
This is like we're in an abusive relationship now, and someone's given us some crackers because we've been starving. Like, have this, and you're like, oh yes.
Well, I think that's
this
the point.
is amazing.
I don't think it's amazing. I just think it's a good, solid Saturday night fight night.
it's something to keep me in. It's not something to keep me in, but it's something I'd happily watch.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not paying any money for it.
Like
It's
5
better
years
than
ago.
yeah, exactly.
Not paying any extra money for it.
No, like obviously my monthly
I think
subscriptions and
the
stuff.
lack of other good cards around it, like in the weeks and months before and after it, makes it feel like this is one of their big shows. Well, it's at the O2, so it's on paper one of their big shows, but then maybe that it's not, because we've seen a few O2 shows that aren't necessarily big in terms of.
It seems to me like the O2 is becoming a bit of a stinker for their cards now, with the exception of the Hey Bellew stuff. What are we talking like? The last one was Ted Cheeseman headlined in a European.
But are we criticising this card because of the venue?
So is it better than Ted
It's
Cheeseman?
better than Ted Cheeseman's. Let's be honest.
But are we only criticising it because it's at the O2?
No, I'm just saying
I don't like
it's
this
a
card
better
at all.
card. It's a better card for a Saturday night than the Cheeseman one.
Wherever this was, I wouldn't have a great interest in it.
Yeah, I think if I'm nothing to do Saturday night and I want to watch some boxing, I'd be alright. I'd be happy watching. There's people I've heard of. If I'm just a casual, if I'm just a run of the mill fan, I know Conor Ben, I know Kelly, I know Cordina, I know Dave Allen, I know Lucas Brown, and I know Chisora. They're all names I know. So as a person who's likes their boxing, I can get down with that. You know, that's I'm going to see 5 or 6 fights, and I know.
So Kelly and Cordina are on it, right?
Yeah.
Do you not think they should be on better cards?
Kelly, yeah. Cordina,
I
I
mean,
think
this is the sort of card that they're probably on better cards at the start of their
previously,
careers.
I think
because they were under AJ.
Yeah.
This basically, I think we're in the point now. What we were talking about maybe about 18 months ago, where we said if you take AJ out of this, it all falls apart.
This is what.
This is where we are now.
This is like it's back. Like I know Hearn's got Dillian White still for the heavyweights.
Potentially.
For how long I don't know, but it's 100% what you just said. They've got there is no up and coming heavyweight for them. I literally cannot think of.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. Kelly, he's shown all the signs that he could be a headliner. Cordina's not been that active enough, which is.
How many fights has Kelly had?
Oh, I wouldn't know off the top of my head.
I can tell you. I've got box work open. 1 second.
He's an entertaining fighter though. He could 2 fights from now be headlining his own thing, just simply because people like his style.
He's 8-0.
He's eye catching. Okay, so 10th fight. What silly belt has he got though?
So this is for the WBA International Welterweight title against Przemysław Rusnowski,
Okay.
who is 17-0.
Okay, so it's
Fuck off! Anyone can find these people on Boxer, man.
I'm just thinking like Kelly compared to Andy Yard. Like Kelly gets a lot of love.
he does get a lot of love, but he's an entertaining fighter.
Is he?
I don't think so.
I find it. I think some of his
Or because he puts his hands down.
because his skills. It's what made Nassim Hamid.
That he was knocking motherfuckers out.
Entertaining that. So does Kelly. Hamid had the
Most good fighters win like these LA fights. Aren't they supposed to knock these guys out?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, like we just said about Yard, I want to see him knock people out. I don't want to see him for 4 or 5 rounds get hit, then think, bang, 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 bang. Oh yeah, no, I've knocked him out in the 5th, 6th round. I want to see him dominate. Kelly, for me, has dominated pretty much every single fight, and he finishes him. He's got an entertaining style that people either like or hate, which gets him talked about either way. And for me, out of all of the Matchroom stable that are I suppose, being held back for over here, he's probably him, and I did like Ritson as well, because he was banging people out and he was looking good. But him and Kelly, I think Kelly's the shining light at the moment.
So Kelly, right? So how many more fights like this are you going to accept before you want
Two.
to? Two more.
Well, you already had that number in the holster. Shit,
no, but
he was ready.
As soon as you said he's at 8-0, I was like, I think 2 more fights and he should be fighting for, at least for Europeans or established. Like,
I reckon they're going to take their time now. They learnt that with Ritson.
This is what I mean. This is
Push
where
him up to
Ritson, he wanted those fights straight away.
And I'm sure that.
And I think Kelly does
Josh Kelly
as well.
would want them.
But
there's no weak welterweight that's going to come over here. It's not like Ryan Burnett. Not saying that Ryan Burnett didn't deserve his world titles, whatever. But there's no gimmies. There's no. I don't think there's going to be a fight where he goes in as the favourite or as like a 50-50.
Not what within the next 2, 3, 4, 5,
years.
6 years.
Yeah.
So I think he's good enough. Not right. Maybe not so much for the world titles.
But I mean, he's got to get to that level. Do you think he can?
I think so. I think Kelly. I think he's shown a
So
lot
you think
of.
Kelly?
I think he's.
I think Crawford, Spence.
No, maybe. Well, I'd love to say.
Because by the time he gets to that level, I mean, Porter and Thurman won't be really in the.
Won't be around.
They'll have lost their belts.
Spence will probably be.
He might be in the weight above, to be fair.
Winding down as well, 3 or 4 years from now.
What I mean is, like say Kelly might have to go through another 5 fights at this level.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel he's going to get the criticism that, say, Yard does now.
I don't know. I don't think Yard gets it so much because of the levels he's gone up in. I think it's because it's WBO, Frank Warren, WBO's association with the fact that he's got Kovalev in front of him.
Yeah.
If he was more open to fighting and he was, mandatory for, that's top 5 in all of them, then I think then you would have the same questions to say, well, is he ready? Can he fight this? But I think with Yard, like we said earlier, do I think he's ready for Kovalev? Probably no, but he's at that stage. He can't not
he's got
have
nowhere else
that
to go,
fight.
hasn't
He has to have that fight. Kelly, I don't see anyone local, domestically, that's going to worry him too much, and he'll be in that same boat pretty soon. And then fair enough. If you're looking at whatever title he's going to go after, and you're looking at the title holder, whether it is Spence or if it is a Crawford or a Porter.
Yeah, I'm assuming Porter probably won't have a belt by the time he gets to that.
Or Kelly goes, right, he's easy in.
Yeah.
He's my route in. But I think we can't say that about Kelly until he's in that situation. And whether or not he gets that situation 3 to 4 years or 3 to 4 fights, I think it's at the moment he's potentially the only thing Britain have got coming out at welterweight.
Yeah,
that's gonna even be looked at world class style or wise. So it's not. I don't think it's an easy route for him either. But at the moment, there's not much on Matchroom's stable that you look at and think, I can't wait to see him again. Do you know what I mean? I'm not Smith. I don't know when we're going to see him out again. Well, I would have already thought he'd have been lined up for another fight by now. I'm not going to get excited about Rocky Fielding.
Why not?
Buglioni. Callum Johnson, if he has another fight and he's back into world title thing,
he's got to be in the mix now, man.
But again, because of his style.
Yeah,
he's got an exciting style where someone's going to get knocked down, whether it's him or opponent. Joshua, Obviously, that's its own fucking thing. Dillian White, pretty much not far behind Joshua about his own little thing. Buatsi, okay, Buatsi, I'll give you Buatsi. But again, he's not world level for 2 years, let's say, from now.
Yeah.
Unless he does some amazing things in the next year, I can't see that happening. And then who do you shout out about? Or shout, you know, it's literally only Kelly at the moment that I can think of. Cheeseman had that, obviously failed. I'm literally anyone that keeps thinking, it's literally just Kelly in my head, thinking who's going to be, or who's got the potential to be another world class fighter in the Matchroom stable. So
I think it speaks volumes that he's not being pushed stateside. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, it's a strange one actually. But do you not think that they couldn't throw all of their eggs over that side? No.
I don't think they give a shit now. No. They're obviously tied into a number of shows they have to put on, but
3 in 3 weeks coming up, innit?
Yeah, and I bet they'll all be top quality.
Well, one's in America.
No, I'm talking strictly the ones that are going to be
over here.
Okay. Peak time for British fans to watch. I think it speaks massive that they put Conor Benn out there already, and they haven't put Kelly.
Yeah, but let's be honest. We all know Kelly smashes.
It doesn't matter what we know.
Yeah.
Josh Kelly's still fighting here on cards that people are ripping the shit out of. Conor Benn was being flown stateside.
Yeah, true.
Why?
Yeah, interesting.
This card is I don't know, personally I think it probably is because it's at the O2 that it's getting criticised. I think if this is at
Indigo,
if it's at Wembley Arena or Indigo, everyone's like, oh, it's decent.
Yeah. I genuinely don't mind it. It's like I said, it's got a fair few names that I've heard of. If I'm a fan, I've heard of. You know, Brown and Allen. You know, Chisora. You know, it's.
You just don't want it to be getting the same build up and hype as like a proper.
Yeah, don't sell it to me. Don't sell it to me like it's a pay per view. Like.
But that's where we are. This is their big show. This is one of their big shows.
And this is what I mean. We're at the point now where we've been given. It's not even we've been given shit. Like this year, we've had one show, and that was the so we're essentially as boxing fans, you're kind of starving. You just want give me something.
So they've thrown like gash.
Give me some gash.
Give me some gash. That's what Chisora said. And look what he's got. If I'm Chisora, I'm fuming. I've just gone from pay per view. Right, okay, I got knocked out, but to sharing, not even to being top of the bill, to restart, you know, to go right. I'm going to take out a name. I've got a guy I already beat
has just beaten.
This
guy's coming off 2 loses in the last 3 as well.
If it had been Chisora, like it's almost like it should have been Chisora, Brown, Allen, Gash, whatever his name is. That's how it feels. Like they're the 2 names that are the big names. One's an ex-world champion. One's a challenger. You know, who's had a bit of a resurgence. Them 2 should have fought. Allen thing, and you would have kind of been sold on the fact that it's not a joint headline act. It's Chisora, Brown, and then Allen's on the undercard. But the fact is, they're sharing it and it's literally being sold like that. So,
see, I completely disagree about Chisora. I just can't believe he's still
fighting.
Getting on Matchroom. Like, I think there's another sort of like indicator of where Matchroom are. Like, I thought Chisora was finished when he lost to Fury the second time.
Yeah.
He lost to Pulev.
Yeah.
He lost to Dylan White. He lost to that Caballero, and I can't believe he lost. Like when he lost that, I thought, right, that's him done. Then he gets another big. Then he gets Takam.
Two fights later,
Dylan White, and now he's headlining or co-headlining another Matchroom card at the O2.
Yeah.
I just think it's terrible. I mean, he's got 9 losses.
Yeah.
And like you just said, you'd be screwing if you were him.
Yeah. Like
I think that tells you the quality of the card.
Yeah. Well,
you've got guys who lost 9 times.
That's what I'm saying. But for a Saturday night, like
You got a guy who's lost 9 times and he's been finished for the last 5 years and fighting someone no one's ever heard of.
He's going to knock him out, and then we'll all be talking about him fighting Dillian White 3 times.
Fight Takam again, knock him out again.
Yeah, it is a strange one, but what else do they do? Like, you can't tell me that Dave Allen Brown was a headline.
Put it this way, right? Because we need to wrap this card up already. This card, it just needed a headline fight.
Yeah,
You'd have maybe accepted this with open arms if it had a top level fight, not a pay-per-view fight, but a top level fight at the top of this. Don't ask me who, because I don't know who there is on that in the stable right now. But if it had a belt or had a fight of real meaning at the top of this, you look at the undercard and you go, yeah, alright, I'm alright with that. But I don't like if this was a Dillian White card, a non-pay-per-view Dillian White card, you look at this and you go, yeah, alright,
Yeah.
I'd deal with that.
Yeah.
But it just seems like there's just no icing on his cake, man. This is just.
I mean, Dillian White has beaten 3 of these people on this card.
Knocked 2 of them out.
Right.
Would you? Sorry to interrupt. Would you like to see Kell Brook and Porter rematch?
No, not really.
Would you not?
No, not really. They're both.
A world
they're
title?
both
Do you know
not
how
exactly.
terrible that fight would be now?
They're not exactly blazing it. You know, Kell Brook on his last performance.
Can you not? Why isn't Kell Brook screaming for that though? For a world title?
Why isn't he screaming full stop for anybody?
And Porter,
for anybody.
That's the one fight that could make money for both of them.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
We had a question. This came from at Saber_CBM, and it's what's next for Kell Brook? Does he have it in him for a world title run again, or should he just look for a British fan-friendly fight? So if you could sum this up fairly quickly,
he's going to get the fan-friendly fight, regardless if it's Smith or.
He's waiting around for Khan. Don't get that twisted. That's what's happening.
They'll give. I think.
Do you know what? I think Kell Brook's most winnable fight is probably against someone. I think he beats Porter. I think he loses against anyone domestic. I think he loses to Josh Kelly. I think he loses to Amir Khan. I think he loses to Liam Smith.
I just find it
But
strange.
I do think he wins the
I just
world
find it strange that he's constantly tweeting that he's in training and everything, but there's been no. Like he might as well not be with Matchroom because they don't talk about him. He don't talk about them. There's sort of like a dull. Yeah, I'm training for something. I've no idea what it is, but I'm training. I'm in the gym. Alright, brilliant.
He doesn't want to cycle off.
Yeah, it's almost like he's just trying to stay relevant, and it's annoying because he could have easily had 2
because
fights.
He's not.
Well, he's not. He's
And that's the
literally
problem.
hasn't.
His career's just going to fizzle out, isn't it?
It's massively
If it hasn't,
fizzled.
I think it has already. Like I said, he's got one fight. If there's anything that the last few months have shown us, he's got no say in this Khan fight. If Khan
Yeah,
decides to want to fight you,
The thing is,
he'll fight you.
The thing is, right, as a fan of him, right, all I want to see is him fight. I don't give a like at the moment. I just want to see him put a date out, put a name out, and make sure it's a name. I don't want him to. I don't want to fight. I don't want to watch him see or another fucking Rabchenko or.
No, but this is the
Cypriot
problem. He
chap
leaves
or-
it so late that he needs a tune-up fight now.
Well, he was at that level where he should be good enough anyway. He shouldn't need tune-up fights. If it was about weight and stuff like that, then fine, I'll give him that. But it's not. He's obviously in the gym all the time and trim or whatever you want to say. He should just be good enough to fight somebody. If he has a 12-week camp, that should be well enough to get all the cobwebs out, and you should just be getting him in the ring with a name. It's not happening. It's gonna fizzle out, and as a fan, you're fuming.
But you know, before it was like Amir Khan won't fight Brook because he knows if he loses, that's the end for him. And now it's the other way around. Kell Brook is like doesn't want to fight anybody else in case it costs him that Amir Khan fight.
Yeah, but like, I think we've said it so many times that he should have had Sean Porter fight, and then gone through the names, because at the time we were touting him as the best. Errol Spence wasn't about.
No.
It was Furman, Garcia, himself, Porter, Pacquiao. You know, they're the names that were like, you throw in a Peterson, you throw in a Maidana. These are the names he should have been talking or being talked about. Didn't happen, whatever, it's all fizzled out, it's all fucking gone to shit. And as a Kell Brook fan, you just feel frustrated.
Yeah.
And you'll always get, like, I always get stick from you lot. But I'll always back it because I always think he was brilliant. Like, I used to love watching him. Now, it's just going to end on a sour note where you think, you can't.
Well, you know he's not going to have another big win.
I don't know.
Do you think he... But do you, okay,
Don't get me
sorry,
wrong,
do you think
I
he's
think-
had his best win already that he's ever going to have? Porter's going to go down as his best win in his whole career, whatever happens now.
Sadly, at the moment,
That's
yeah,
it.
sadly it is.
No, but
isn't
even
it?
if he beats...
No, if he turned around... Yeah, because everyone will say it's too late in the game to have fought him and everything. You didn't fight a prime. But, yeah, like, Furman, Garcia, like, even fighting them lot now, you've missed the boat to actually have had them in their prime. Like, who else is there? Like, fuck me. Someone who said it the other day about Furman not having a fight. Kell Brook's looking for a fight. Furman's got nothing, has he?
That's just too simple. Don't even look at it like that. It's just
Yeah,
it's too simple of a win.
it's like you think
It's nonsense.
he's still probably no problem. Like Furman, he could probably get in a ring tomorrow with someone.
Yeah.
Kell Brook needs a name. You know, it would be a good fight. I'd be well interested in it. Well, I think boxing fans would be interested in it. Same as Garcia. Like, it's 3-4 years too late, but these are still names. Like, regardless of times, you'll always turn around and say the name is over the age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think it's as Kell Brook and Matchroom, that's just fucked.
If I was him, I'd just fight Liam Smith.
Is that even a cash out though?
No, but I think if you win that, then you might be
have
able to
some
fight
relevance.
Khan. You might be able to fight Khan. And
He just needs to fight. He needs to fight a name. I know Liam Smith's over here domestically he's a name, but he just needs to fight a name.
But by doing that, you're kind of accepting that the Khan fight isn't going to happen. Because if he fights a name, he's risking losing.
Then fucking fuck the Khan thing off.
Yeah.
But
Like,
he
how
can't.
many?
That's the pension fund, man. He can't.
Yeah, I know, but he need if he wants to push this Khan thing, he needs to go out and fight Liam Smith and knock him the fuck out or completely dominate him. So then people start talking about him.
But okay, so say Khan Brook happens now. We talk about this probably once a fortnight. I don't even care.
At the moment, I don't care because I just want to see a fight, and it's like the Mayweather Pacquiao thing. It happened so late in the game that the hype was the fact that they're actually fighting. I don't think it was a great.
But at least them two was,
they were still active.
Yeah, they were still at
active.
the top as well.
Yeah,
like Pacquiao still got a title now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So, I mean, Khan and Kell Brook is not.
It's
like
literally a domestic thing because neither of them
No one cares now.
Neither of them are going to have a title.
Yeah.
So I think we're all just agreeing to get back to the question. Then he just needs a British.
He just needs a fight.
A British fight now.
He just needs a fight.
He's
Or
not.
retire.
He's not going to be able to beat anyone.
Fight or just stop it.
Yeah.
Whether it's at 147, 154, he's not beating anyone.
Put Dave out of his misery and just retire.
I
said it weeks ago. I just feel now he knows, and obviously by the looks of it, the promoters know that if he gets in a fight, he's probably gonna get stopped.
Ingles will probably get brushed aside. You know, they've said, he's changed coaches or whatever. They probably knew, look, you can't fight on.
Yeah.
He's probably saying, no, I can. And that's why Matchroom are like, no, you've not been given. There's a reason. There's reasons behind all that shit.
Alright, so to get off of something that's completely boring like Kell Brook, and I don't mean that in a...
No, I 100% agree.
I'm
100% agree.
I mean, I enjoy
Which
the
is
question.
annoying.
I like the question, so shouts out for that one. Send us any shit questions. No, I like the question, but I'm sick to death of him not fighting. He's
100%.
Stop. We're gonna go over it again.
Yeah, done. Moved on.
Alright, so we've got another question, but I want to save this for next week because it's about the middleweights and the welterweights, PBC, DAZN and Fox, and I feel we'll probably be in a better situation to discuss that next week after this weekend's Mikey Garcia, his quest for greatness, man.
The upset. Mikey, the upset Garcia.
Because we won't talk about it too long because we've spoken a lot today. Initial prediction, what do you reckon?
Spence.
You have to say Spence, but I'm desperate for Garcia to win.
This is one of them rare occasions, where you can watch it and you think, I quite like both of these guys. And
I
just
think both of them are fantastic.
And you just, really? You like Spence?
Yeah.
I thought he'd be on your dartboard at home.
No. I've got to respect it. He's brilliant.
It's one of them fights where you know that both guys are genuinely great.
Yeah.
And you think, I can't wait. I just can't. Like, remember the Loma versus Rigondo fight?
Please
don't
don't be like that fight.
No, you hope not. I can't see that. But you sit there and you think, this is just going to be a great fight. And I actually don't care who wins. Personally, I think Spence all day.
Yeah, I think Pat, he's just too big.
But say he doesn't stop.
He's too good. He's too good and too big.
But say he doesn't stop him.
That's.
You saying Garcia's not going to win rounds?
No. I'm not saying that. Like boxing ability, they're both fantastic. I just think
if it goes to 12, do you still think Spence?
Yeah, I just think he's going to be more suited to that. I can see him sustaining a normal pace for him, whereas Garcia is going to have to. He's obviously got to put on weight. He's going in with a biggest fighter.
Big welterweight anyway.
Yeah. So
that's what it is. It's the same. Whenever you get anyone going up, you get to that weight limit, and then it comes fight night. But you haven't got much more to go after that.
Yeah. Whereas
Spence will weigh in and then come into the ring 10, 15 pounds
heavier. Look at the size difference already. Like he's wider.
Did you see? Is it like their version of the gloves are off? And somebody retweeted. They were like, it's like he's sitting across from his son, and I was like, you're spot on.
Yeah.
He looks tiny. Come fight night, Spence is going to be absolutely massive. And the narrative for this has kind of been spun that Mikey Garcia is so good, but people are forgetting that Spence is he's a good fighter. He's not just a guy that just bangs people out. He's a very good fighter.
Yeah.
The way that he maneuvers his body when he gets his punches, like if you watch the KOs he's got, you see the way he just stings those shots in. He's a very technically skilled fighter, and I thought I just can't wait, but I can't see anything other than a Spence stoppage.
Are you saying stoppage?
Outright stoppage. Whether it's early or late, I'd probably lean more towards late. Because remember, Garcia's not going to be used to carrying around that much weight either. These sort of things, they play on you.
Yeah, that's it. And especially as Spence gets bigger.
We said it before. We've always said it. Any fight he's in, Spence is a fucking monster in the ring, man.
Yeah.
He was the heaviest hitting guy out there when he was fighting people in his own weight.
I can't see Spence winning on points.
No,
I just can't see it. I think he has to stop him.
Yeah, I just the way I see it, I just think he's going to be more suited for the 12 rounds. This is going to be more natural for him. So the pace he can set is going to be a natural pace for him. Can Garcia carry on 12 rounds with all of that and get hit by a heavier guy? Or even if it's not even heavy punches, it's the fact that he's not going to be as quick as usual. He's going to be carrying a bit more himself, but you got big welterweights that have tried Spence and they haven't hurt him.
I just see this being like Canelo Carne. Without the chinny kind of, I hate the term, without the suspect chin or whatever. I just see it. I don't see any other one. You know when you always say to me like, why would you think anything else?
There's no reason to pick Garcia.
Which is what makes it exciting. But I can't see anything other than that.
I've gone with it with every time. It's always the good big guy will beat a good small guy, and to be honest, these ain't good fighters.
They're elite guys, man.
Garcia, obviously, he was inactive for quite a while, but over the last couple of years, he's probably been more active than Spence.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So
this is Spence's first fight since when? I couldn't even tell you.
Well, I could get to box rep, but I'm trying to get to the end of this now. Alright, we had a question in from Too Much Talking, and it's, if Mikey Garcia beats Errol Spence, is he pound for pound number one?
Yes.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I think if you've gone up through the weights like that and you've beaten the best welterweight, blah 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 blah.
There's no doubt about that then.
Yeah.
Go straight ahead of Canelo, I think. Just straight up there.
Yeah. He was I think wasn't he in my top 5 anyway?
I don't know.
Let me go check the records. Pretty sure.
Watch it on YouTube. We'll get another view.
Boom. That'd be 7.
And there's 4 of us to watch.
Yeah.
Wicked.
You haven't even watched it twice, lads. Come on.
Nah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. The card's actually pretty decent as well. Have any of you two got that to hand? I know you had it a short while ago.
No.
I can't get it back up. It's no problem.
Go to history. Unclick porn.
Unclick it.
Unclick it.
I mean,
Close incognito
Close.
browser.
Yeah.
You've seen on the 1st of December the UK, is it UK or the European? It's like a ban on porn comes in where you have to then register with your ISP to say that you are over 18. You'll have to.
Right.
So every provider is going to block every single
bollocks.
website until you phone them and say, yeah, I'm 18, and they say, why do you want it? Be like, I am.
I'm gonna throw myself around the room.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to explain this to anyone. But
Just
yeah.
be outrageously blank with them. I am gonna throw myself everywhere around this.
Well, Anthony Gogo is retired as well, isn't he?
Yeah, I feel bad for him. I saw an interview on him on Talksport, and he was saying that the last few years he spent like $100 grand on it trying to get his eyes fixed, and he only made 70k out of boxing, and it's a really sad.
It's really sad. I mean, the only thing is that he'll do well out of it because I think he speaks pretty well.
After dinner circuit will be banging.
I
And
think
remember, he's an Olympian.
Someone will do well to have him as a pundit as well, but I just don't think it was ever going to end well, like because he was never at that level.
No, he did well out of that initial stage of his career.
Yeah, and
like you said, he'll always get work.
Yeah, I think that could have, if he'd have come back, I don't think he would have got what he wanted anyway. If it was titles he was after.
Are you getting this, Dave, or do I need to get it?
Yeah, I've got it. Chris Ariola's fighting. Charles Martin's fighting.
Charles Martin walking the earth like a god still.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Like a ninja. That I might put that as our clip before the show today. It's one of my favourites.
Benavidez.
Yeah, against Jillian Love, isn't it?
Love. I don't know why I said it like that. I just like his name.
Okay.
Jillian Love.
You go with that.
Yeah. Good card, but
good card. 4:00 in the morning, but it's on ITV4. It's free. Amazing for us again.
Marcelius Wilder.
Yeah, so he was supposed to be on the Eubank undercard. The Eubank undercard now.
Okay.
As Dwight done that before, but he got sparked out like 2 weeks before, didn't he, by a journeyman? Yeah. So he's on the comeback trail.
So yeah, he's fighting. And
this is like make or break for him now. You can just imagine Deontay just sitting there, just like, fuck's sake, man, you've hurt the brand here.
Yeah, the family name is.
You done fucked it up, son.
Well,
that's my accent.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that card. We did an interview this week with Leon Woodstock Jr. So go and check that out. That will go up alongside the pod. Truthfully, one of the best guys I've spoken to in boxing. I was so impressed sitting there speaking to him. So he coming off the back of a loss to Archie Sharp last year, his first loss. But you know, like I said, it's strange. I said it on Twitter this week. It was more of I was just sat there just chatting with him, rather than interviewing him. He's a very deep guy. Got a lot to say. A lot of thought goes into what he says as well. So yeah, go check it out. 100%. Give him a follow if you don't. I'm interested to see what happens to him this year. When he says to me, because I asked him about building records and stuff like that, and people that are just fighting for the sake of fighting, because he hasn't had in 4 years. I think he's had. I'll go and check it. He's had like 12, 13 fights. So he's fairly active, but he could have been more active. He hasn't had a fight now since like the end of the summer last year. But he said he's out here to build legacy, not records. And I like it when people say things like that. You could just fight another 5 people in that time and get out for no reason. Yeah. But it wasn't top of his list. So it depends on which way you look at it. Like I said, there's a couple of snippets that have gone up on our Twitter and our Instagrams and whatnot. But yeah, definitely check that out, because he's a really interesting character, and I'm looking forward to catching up with him again. He's on the Frank Warren card in Leicester on the 23rd of March with Nathan Gorman.
It's the same night as the Matchroom show.
It is the same night.
Yes, it is, yeah.
So I know which one I'll be watching.
Do you?
Vested interest.
I have now. I'm such a bitch like that. You know, you speak to someone, you're like, actually, I'm a fan now.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I got to know you.
But I think that's the way it goes.
Snippet.
Yeah.
A snippet of getting to know you.
So like me and him, we're friends on our PS4 now. So yeah, he just absolutely destroys everybody at every fighting game there ever was.
Oh, okay.
And we said that we're going to do our next interview. I'll go to him and we'll do our interview while we have a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, a PlayStation fight.
Yeah.
I might have to get out the
Damn.
old PS2 and bring out. Well, I'll take Knockout Kings. I'll be Lennox Lewis.
Yeah, one punch right across the ring.
Right. So yeah, like I said, we had one other question about the DAZN PBC and stuff like that, but we'll definitely save that for next week.
Yeah.
I think there's some depth in that conversation there.
Cool.
I'm looking forward to this weekend. I know you guys are. Dwight, he's probably sitting at home.
Hopefully feels okay after the girls' retirement.
It's hit him like a ton of bricks.
It
hasn't
has, yeah. Maybe a third or fourth week off might be alright.
And I think it was he must have been on cloud 9 after the United win.
And then it's just
And it's like,
smashed into pieces when they lost 2-0. I'm not here next week.
Yes, we know you're in America. Don't care.
It's going to be off my tits.
Good for you.
Boom tings.
Alright, so we will wrap up then, boys. We'll be back next week. David will not. And hopefully we'll have a really good card to talk about.
I hope so. Hope the main event just lives up to
Yeah,
some
not
build-up.
like you
As
said,
long as
not
it's
like the
blast
Loma,
out or anything.
not like the Lomachenko Brigando,
Yeah.
where you came in the next week and we're like, well, that was shit.
Painful.
The in between is on it. Well, that was fucking dreadful. And we'll leave it there. Right, so we'll be back next week. Thanks very much for joining in. As always, if you're listening on iTunes, drop us a review. If you're listening on SoundCloud, give us a like, give us a share. And we'll be back next week. Peace.
Boom tings.
My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart, I want to eat his children.
Let's get ready to rumble. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.